Welcome back, everybody. We're still at the 5th round of the Qatar Masters. We are here with the world champion, Magnus Carlsen. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so today's game, how did it feel?
It was very interesting. First, there was sort of a strategic struggle. I mean, I just couldn't remember almost immediately. Yeah, but
we had a player here salivating over the prospect of such a beautiful Grunfeld being played, and he was actually surprised at the move Queen E8. Is this something that you had considered before?
Yeah, I mean, Queen E8 is, as far as I know, pretty unusual. But there are many moves being played that sort of in different move orders. So at this point, yeah, I felt that should sort of wait for him to play bishop e6, so I can go knight f4. So king b1 looked normal.
We call it a little bit of a war of attrition here. Both sides waiting for this bishop e6.
Yeah, and now I was happy to see c6. Actually, I think it's a good move. I just
wait. You were happy to see a good move?
Yeah, it's just that queen never comes to a4, and I'm mated that way. Yeah.
Okay, so you're so it is a good move. You were just happy that you didn't get mated. Yeah. Well, okay.
So I mean, here I'm just waiting. So all these moves seem pretty useful. I'm not so sure about king a1, but I never really wanted to play a3 just to give him a target. And I mean, after king a1, I cannot really play a3, but here I didn't see any moves except bishop e6.
So bishop e6 is played.
Yeah, now everything.
So now you get to this position and you go h4, clearly sacrificing the pawn on a2. So tell us a little bit about your calculation process once you saw h4.
Well, I mean, once I saw h4, I mean, it looks so interesting. I hardly couldn't play it. And if there was another clear-cut good option, I probably would have gone for that, but I just didn't see it. Like a3 probably goes rook d8, threatening bishop e5, which is, and if I take queen e6, f4, it always seemed kind of equal. So I can try h4, bishop e5, h5, hoping for g5, knight g6. Then he takes, and I don't know. Didn't seem convincing at all.
So you felt h4 was better?
I could do this as well, but
now after bishop takes a2, you go h5. What were you expecting?
I was expecting gh.
Right. We thought that if he had to play that was pretty grim, but we didn't see anything better.
No, I mean gh. If I go rook h, a4, rook h1, a3. Yeah. I wasn't sure about this at all. But I can also play kind of more subtly by playing knight h5, threatening knight g7. I think after a4, knight g7, he has nothing special, because if he goes bishop b3, threatening a3, I can always insert e6 at some point, and I don't see myself getting mated there. And if he goes rook g8 instead, I can maybe go back, sometimes threatening e6 followed by rook h7, let's say a4, e6 takes.
Wow, quite the demolition here.
Yeah, like this, yeah. And rook g6, then knight g5.
Yeah, that looks pretty crushing. Wow, I mean, a lot of possibilities, but definitely g takes h5, you felt kept black more in the game.
Yeah, well, I felt that it was just completely unclear. Whereas after king g8 and g4, it feels like white has to come first, because bishop d1 will be very, very strong.
Which was such a nice resource, I think, that we were so impressed when you played bishop d1. Did you ever for a moment consider to play h6 instead of the h takes g6, trying to play up a piece?
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen similar positions in this line. There is one line where white sacrifices the exchange and to play up a piece, but it's never so easy. And I felt like, I have to mate him, because it won't matter that I'm a piece up. I'm probably getting mated on the queen side anyway. So.
All right.
But here, if he goes a4, I think bishop d1 is still very good. and a3 I can probably play b3 takes queen h2, and it should be winning.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything here for black.
No, I think now he said that he had missed bishop d1, but now he's just completely
bishop d1, absolutely beautiful move.
Completely busted.
Right.
But I have to say this knight c4 idea was amazing. I hadn't seen it at all.
Now, after knight takes g6, king e8, at what point did you find actually a way to save yourself?
No, I mean, I found knight g6 immediately with idea queen g6, a3, rook h8, and then...
Like, you just show that real quick since... Queen g6 in this position, and a3 similar to the variations we were looking at in the game, that black's threatening checkmate, and it's not so trivial.
So after queen f5, I might not have more than perpetual, but yeah,
rook h8 was a very nice idea.
Yeah,
and black gets mated first.
Yeah, so he has to go to e8. Now I get the queen with check, and I mean, you just look at checks immediately. So
now there is a story that you were telling us before we went on that you must tell us about this.
So. I mean, it's very tempting to play f8 knight, and there are a couple of reasons why I didn't play it. One of them is not that I saw that king e8 mates. Well, the first reason is that I saw that knight e5 was winning very easily, so I didn't bother really to calculate this too deeply. And secondly, I had two knights on the board, and actually getting a knight would be a serious challenge because they don't keep spare knights around, I think.
So 95 check was seen as easier both in practical terms and physically.
Yeah.
So 95 check was played. Producers asking if you do know the rule that you're allowed to stop the clock and ask for a knight from the arbiter.
Yeah, I know, but at this point, I felt that when you're so close to being mated, when you see a way to liquidate to completely win the end game, you don't think for long. You just do it.
No, and your instincts
and then sometimes you're being told after the game that you could have done something else that was plus 10, but you don't really care.
Right.
So
that makes a lot of sense.
One key point is that rook a3 always fails to knight b5, and let's say knight, not this knight, but the other knight I just go knight b5 and take the pawn next, and there's absolutely no attack.
So at this point you were completely safe. We pretty much expected Li Chao to resign at any point.
I didn't really understand why he played a few more moves, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So here I just wanted to make a move that would make him resign. So
f4 looks good enough?
And f4 isn't good enough.
Now, in this game, a lot of people were tweeting, this is not the Magnus Carlsen we see, this is not usually the positional grind, the endgame grind. You killed the guy.
Yeah, no, first it was, I was reminded of my game with Nakamura from Vaikonsale 4 years ago, like almost 5 years ago, where I played, we had some sharp Sicilian position, and I just spent 2 moves going king b1, king a1. And Grishuk was telling me after the tournament, like he was impressed that in this position I wasted 2 moves with king b1, king a1, and I still killed the guy. So I felt that I was doing a bit of the same, playing bishop e2, rook c1, king a1, but at the same time I didn't see what else to do. And then of course I got the chance, when I got the chance to attack, I attacked here, but again it was a bit due to a lack of choice, and I still, after all, I still have some attacking instincts in me. Like if there's a red flag,
you'll go for it?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Well, we're glad for that.
Yeah.
Actually, we expect you, from the games that are still going on, for you to be the sole leader going into the rest day.
It seems so. Yeah. Although Giri did decline a draw offer.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Well,
probably more because Wesley's last move had been a slight mistake, probably allowing this
The shattered pawn structure?
Yeah, although it shouldn't matter at all.
All right. Tomorrow, rest day in an open tournament. You have the same plans tonight. Go play some kind of sport. How do you plan to spend the day?
We'll probably have a dinner with the family.
All right, it is Christmas, right?
Yeah, it is Christmas in Norway.
It's Christmas here too.
Yeah, but it's not like I care too much. But it's
let's say that you care about the family. You do have your entire family here in Qatar with you, which I'm sure is helping out emotionally.
Yeah, of course, it's very nice to have them here. Always is.
Well, guess we're good. Thank you for joining us here today. Brilliant victory. I'm sure it'll go down in the books of this Qatar Open. And good luck in the rest of your tournament.